Wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And the slot man goes in motion left. Off play action. Bates. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, Bates. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bates. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle is made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun. Bates. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. To throw on 2nd down. Bates. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back into the line of scrimmage. Much more than that. Defensively, though, they had a chance in the game for a loss. Couldn't get him down.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bates. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Bates. And that'll be caught by Darden. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd down, Bates. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Bates. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 1st down. Bates. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bates. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, they certainly made... involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew the pick was coming at some point last week. It was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Bates hitting Samuel on the slant. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. Now into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Bates. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's complete right side to Lazard. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30. Slot man moves right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Darden. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Bates out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jalen Darden, 30 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Try on a short showcasing the pass rush.
So, Brandon, we saw it in a lot of coaches. When they talk about things they need to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. That caught by Trimble. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Bates. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 70. And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On first down, Bates looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. To throw. Bates. And this one too low.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The slot man in motion right. Off the play fake. Bates. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Bates. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined and we have a change of possession. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball, just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out and the comebacks are fall short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.